Hello, everyone. Soul care. It is a big industry around caring for the body, a big industry around caring for your car, big industry around caring for your house and furniture in the house and keeping the house clean and spaces clean. How much time and attention do we pay to care for our inner world? And what we think, what we feel, who we are in terms of our tendencies, that is what we carry with us throughout our life. And this is also what determines how we feel in general. Sorry about that. And so, how much time, how much attention do we pay to care for the soul? And of course, it starts, first of all, with being aware that we are spiritual beings, that we are not just bodies and the part that we play in this human world drama. And that we not only that what is visible externally, but that we are beings of consciousness, that we are beings who think and feel. And how we feel and how we feel about ourselves and how we feel about life has a lot to do with how much are we aware of ourselves as spiritual beings. And what can we do to restore that awareness? And what can we do to restore our inner world to a space that is pleasant and comfortable? And when we talk about inner world, of course, we do not talk about our stomach or our lungs or our physical heart, the heart pump. We talk about our inner world in terms of the one who is thinking, the one who has feelings, the one who holds a certain awareness, the one who holds a certain sense of identity, the one who has a certain attitude. Who is that real me, that real self? And caring for that real self means to nurture that awareness. And so some of the daily things that we can do to become more and more aware, more and more awake, some of the daily things that we can practice to deepen our wisdom, to deepen our ability to deal with this life's challenges will be very helpful. And so one of the things that is a simple practice is to wake up early in the morning. Wake up early and dedicate time to reflect on who you are. They wake up early and meditate. Wake up early and write down some of your deeper realizations, your insights, your aims, use the early morning hours as if to nurture the being that you are and nurture how you want to play your part in this human world drama. Use the early morning hours if you are so inclined to also develop, explore, deepen your relationship with the Supreme. Use the early morning hours to deepen your understanding of self. One thing is we have this body, but the one who is operating this body is a being of consciousness, soul. And the soul has come from another dimension into this body, using this body. And at some stage, the soul, the being of consciousness, the real self, will leave again. And so to nurture this awareness that we are guests in this body, that we are travelers, that we are trustees, use early morning for that. And so wake up early, reflect, wake up early or meditate, wake up early or maybe journal, wake up early and fix your aim, your spiritual aim for today. This is a practice with which you can nurture really deeply who you are. Nurture, care for the soul. Another practice in this context of soul care is in every situation, in every interaction, aim to see the big picture, the bigger picture. We have the habit of having a narrow vision. To have this inner practice of aiming to see the past of that situation, the present, and the future, where it will lead to. And so, for example, somebody talks to you. Before you respond, think of where has this come from, what is playing out now, and where would I want this interaction to be in the future? How would I want this relationship to be? And then respond. Anything that happens, aim to always see a bigger picture. You will be wiser for it, but also the result will be more satisfying. Another practice of soul care is how to say that, this to create the habit to always respond in a way that stimulates harmony, in a way that inspires harmony and peace. No matter what it is, something happens with the body, aim to respond in a way that generates harmony and peace. Something happens at work, aim to respond in a way that creates harmony and peace. What happens when you do that? Deeper inside, you will feel proud of yourself. Deeper inside, there will be a basis of self-respect will be growing. So these are some suggestions for habits of soul care. Cherish the early morning, and either you take time for silent reflection, or if you have a regular meditation practice, use that morning time for that, or journal, or read something or listen to something that is uplifting, enriching in terms of information. Second habit is aim to always see a bigger picture, a broader perspective for anything and everything. And a third habit is whenever you're responding to something, respond with the aim to create or inspire harmony and peace. That will deepen a sense of worthiness and self-respect. Now you might ask, how early is early morning? And I would say as early as you can get up. The earlier, the better. Definitely, it will be good to aim before sunlight. Now, in the winter, of course, sunlight comes very late. But even in the summer, the earlier, the better. But get up before you are normally used to getting up. And begin to cherish the mornings. Practice or remind yourself that you are a spiritual being on a journey, and that this body and the physical personality, the part that you play out, it is just temporary. You are a timeless, immortal, living light. Remind yourself of that. Even deeper, remind yourself of the eternal bond, this deeper sense of belonging to that Supreme One, one who is ever wise, ever light, ever peaceful, ever pure. Let that be our foundation for the day. Okay, so these are some tips. There are many, many more, but it is very useful to experiment with this. And then there will be a deeper nurturing of the true self, the soul. So let's have some minutes of silence and some basic steps for meditation. Try and grasp the understanding that you exist as a invisible being of consciousness, using the form of a tiny star to indicate the invisible self operating from the forehead, timeless, pure, free, living light. An immortal being, innately pure and innocent, free. Peaceful. And the opposite is believing the self to be a bodily being, a mortal being, a human being who has a beginning and an end, who is defined by position and possession and the people around. That is the opposite. But that is not the real self. That is the part that we play out in the costume that we use. The real self doesn't belong to this physical world. The real self is imperishable, eternal, free, living light. Innately clean and pure, free, free from fear and free from bondage. A being who belongs to that dimension of silence and light, who belongs to the Supreme. This is the real self. More we nurture this self-awareness, more we wake up to this invisible dimension, more the soul is restored to its original, pure state. Thank you, and have a good day. Om Shanti.